Hey everyone, it's about 1:30 in the morning, and I'm going to tell you about my wood chipper accident. I was 17 years old. It was probably around July, so it was really warm out, and we were clearing out this lot for an archery store that you could, test your bows at and buy arrow supplies. And well, they wanted to expand their parking lot, so we were doing that, and my brother was rushing us, and so I was, hurrying up, and we were feeding a couple longer branches through, and I didn't move my leg out soon enough. Well, probably 2 feet behind me, there was a piece of limb that came out kind of like a Y shape. Well, it caught the back of my right leg, pinned it down, and when the rollers, the drums, when they grab the limb, there's the blade right behind it. Well, it applies downward force, downward pressure, and it's anywhere from 700 to 1,000 pounds of force that's being pushed down because it's dragging it in and chipping it at the same time. Well, the wheel that does the chipping is about 4.5 feet in diameter, and it has very large teeth on it, and it's kind of slow. So when it grabbed my leg, it grabbed it, pinched it, pulled it up inside the chute. Then my body spun around with the limb still on top of my leg, so it was pinched. Now my feet are both behind me, pinched. So I'm like a shish kebab. And the last thing I remember is looking out the back of the chute in a square and seeing, because I was all the way in, going backwards. Saw Route 18, saw the sunlight, and that was it. I was out. Um, I remember seeing pictures and like these videos and images, some that I remembered, and excuse me, some that I've never seen before. And as I got older, I started seeing those same pictures and images when I would go places. So it's kind of like those deja vu, but really strong. Like I've actually been there, and it's probably only a few seconds. Felt like forever, but apparently my sister was the one that stopped the machine and pulled me out, and the other coworkers, my cousins, came by and helped. Well, as they were pulling me out, I was waking up, and I was numb from the waist down. I couldn't feel anything. So I kind of instantly remembered that I was just in a wood chipper and told myself, don't look down, don't look down. You don't have any legs, And I was 17. So that was kind of hard. And it took a few minutes, but I finally looked down and saw that I had legs. So big plus. Thank God for that. I got lucky, Wood chipper accidents do happen, and not too many survive it, especially being all in one piece. But I've had 3 knee surgeries from it. Um, I have herniated discs, pinched nerves, pinched sciatic and stuff. About 14 years ago, I went to a chiropractor and they said my spine was 33% extra twisted. And I'm about 2.5 inches shorter than what I should be. And so it's taking a toll, but it's just something I deal with every day. I try to stretch. It's one thing that helps. But I never gave up. The rest of the day, I went and just mowed grass for the next 2 hours to finish out the workday because I was on the clock, and it was important for me to do that. Never went to the hospital for it. Just saw the doctor, said, it's just an accident, which it was. I don't hate anybody. I don't blame anybody, you know. But it's something that happened, and it was pretty serious. I am lucky to be alive. I have 3 beautiful little girls, and I can only imagine what the world would be like if they weren't in it. Uh, so it's like one of those things that you got to get over. It's one of those things that you have to overcome. You can't let it get you down, and you just got to keep pushing yourself. That's what I did, and you know, I'm so glad I did. My babies are sleeping, and I am proud to be their daddy. Proud to be alive. I am blessed to be alive. But don't let things keep you down. Accidents happen. It's not my first accident. It's probably not going to be my last. Trust me, I have many more stories. But you just don't give up. You don't stop. Get yourself checked out. Make sure that you're okay. But keep going. It's very easy to let things get you down and keep you down. Trust me. Excuse me. But you don't want to. You've got to just, like my mom told me, grin and bear it and just get through it. That's why you always see me with a smile on my face. Life's a lot easier when you're not so depressed and sad all the time. Trust me. So I get it. I'm with you. I'm no different than anybody else. And it is true, opening up opens doors. Once I opened up, things got so much easier to handle. Um, Dealing with death and people getting hurt in my family, constantly. My nephew had open heart surgery a little over a year ago. My cousin fell out of a tree and broke his spine 3 weeks ago. My uncle passed away from cancer 3 weeks ago. Just celebrated my dad's 4-year, death anniversary. November will be my mom's. So, but I'm right there with you. You're not alone. And I realized once I opened up that I'm not alone. And I appreciate all of you, all of your love and support and your help and your advice and your kind words. And, it does mean a lot. It does carry through. And together we are stronger. I'm out to set that and make that point and prove it. So, one step, one day at a time. And together we can get through this. I hope this helps somebody out there, and I'll take all the constructive criticism you have. Just don't make it too bad. It's only my second video. I promise it'll get better. And thank you for everything. Have a good night, and God bless. All right, bye.